Hi everyone, Happy New Year 2018. I'm Terry and this is the Yarnjoy podcast. I'm doing an extra video this week to do my crafty goals for the year 2018. This is the first time I've actually set and wrote down some goals for this year. But I got this, well, not idea because many people do this, but I was tagged in a tag video by totally.net, which is Lee, in a tag video that was asking me questions relating to my 2018 yearly crafty goals. And so I thought, well, I'll combine that and I'll go ahead and pin down some goals for myself for this year that's craft related. Okay, so let's start with the questions. Oh, before though, I want to just say that I wrote my questions in this notebook that I had made, and on the cover of this notebook is a painting that my older son did for us, for my husband and I, for one of our wedding anniversaries a few years ago, and I just wanted to show you the painting. He did it with acrylic yarns, and we really enjoyed getting this painting as a picture to hang on our bedroom wall, and so I enjoyed the painting so much that I had a notebook made with the picture on the cover. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. Anyway, so let's get started with the tag questions. I'll do that first, and then I'll go into my goals that I have listed for this year. Okay, number one tag question is, which of your current whips are you most looking forward to finishing first in 2018? Okay, so I was trying to think of one of the whips that I had started in 2017, which was just yesterday, but I started it a few episodes ago on my podcast, and so I wanted to show you, and I would like to get this finished for this year, and it is the Runa's This and That shawl that I've been talking to you about and showing. So here's what it's looking like for January 1st, 2018, and I'm hoping to get this finished. I've got quite a bit of ways to go on it though, because let me show you the size of the yarn cake that I'm using. See, I am getting a hole in the middle of it as I'm going, as I'm using it up. So you can see that I've made some progress on it, on going through the cake. Okay, so the finished object would look like this. Well, but in the colors that I'm using. But here's a picture of what the finished product will kind of look like, the design. Okay. Oh, and I will put links below in the description box of any of the patterns that I'm talking about throughout this video. Okay, so that is number one of a whip that I'm looking forward to finishing. Also, I added an extra one on there though, because as you've been following me, hopefully, with my episodes, you know that I've been making granny squares following the tutorials of Yarn Utopia, Nadia, the 365 days of granny squares, and I'm on about number 74, I believe, and I would like to get that finished. I'm not going to pressure myself too much to get it finished. I'm definitely going to continue working on it. I think I've calculated out that if I do like 6 squares, I think, per week, I will get through the 365 squares, the remaining ones, because I have started them already. So we'll see. Please subscribe and follow along with me to see how I get along with them. Okay, so number 2 question is, which project are you most excited about starting in 2018? Well, I have 3 listed. One of them I will just briefly list it because I want to go into more detail with one of the other questions. So that one is I want to do a Christmas blanket to put on my sofa for next Christmas. So, but I will talk more about that and show you what it's going to look like in a few more questions below, and then I'll get to that one. Okay, and then, but there is another one. I purchased this pattern, I think it was around Christmas, like after Black Friday, but well, it might have even been a Christmas Eve sale. Now I can't remember when I got it, but I purchased it on Ravelry, and it is by Justine Wally, and it's called the Zookeeper's Blanket. And here's a picture of it. I just think it's so cute. Each square, it's got a little face of a different type of animal, and I just thought that would be a great stash buster. And I just think it's cute. I think it'd be really cute for a child to have all those animals on the blanket like that. I think that would be really cute. So now I'm on Ravelry, as you can see, and you can go, my name on Ravelry is TJS140, and you can find me on there or add me as a friend, and then you can look in my library that I have on there, and you can see this pattern and a lot of the other patterns that I do, if you want to. I'll add you as a friend back as well. Okay. So there is that. That's number 2, something that I'm looking forward to starting. And then number 3 is the Cuddle Me Dolls by Amigurumi Today, I believe, is the website. It's a whole series of dolls. The body pattern, a body shape or the pattern base, there's a basic pattern. And then you change it a little bit here and there, and it'll make you turning into different animals. Okay, so here are 3 of them. Now there's more. I don't remember how. She's always continually adding to the set. I think the last one she added was a reindeer one that was super cute. But here is a picture of 3 of them to kind of give you the idea of what they kind of look like. There's a raccoon, a bear. I think the bear was the first one that she did, and then there's a fox. But then, like I said, there's other ones. I think there's a cow, but I know there's a hippo and an elephant and a horse, and a cat and a dog, I think. I don't know. There's quite a few, but they are all super cute. And Randy, hi Randy, of Randy's Ramblings, here on YouTube, she did a couple of the bears, I believe, and they were so cute, and that just reminded me of the patterns that I had seen before, and I wanted to, I remember before seeing them and wanting to do them, and so she just reminded me when she made hers. I thought, oh yeah, I remember those patterns I was wanting to do, so I'm putting that on my goal list of making some of those little characters, if not all of them, for my goal for 2018 for starting new pattern to start. Okay, so that was number 2. Question number 3 was, are there any new crochet stitches or techniques that you would like to try in 2018? Okay, there's 2 of them. One of them I tried before. It's a stitch, and I've always had trouble with this. I don't know, it's the fact that I'm left-handed, and I didn't find left-handed instructions, I guess, to do it, and so it's kind of an awkward stitch anyway. I don't know, but it's called the crab stitch, or sometimes it's called, I think, the reverse single crochet, and I would like to work with that again because it makes a very nice edging on projects or blankets or squares or whatever, and I would like to master that stitch. You kind of work backwards, like if you're right-handed, I believe you crochet right to left, and so this stitch would go left to right. It would be backwards what you're used to. I crochet left to right, and so I would be going right to left. So I think it would be an awesome stitch to be able to perfect, I think. Okay, so that one. And then as far as a technique, now Elizabeth from Earl Grey Crochet, she did a granny square blanket a month or so ago, I guess, and she was showing a join as you go method. You know, I love join as you go methods. I'm always doing things with that. But the one I use is usually the flat braid method. And the one she did I thought was very interesting. Now, she didn't come up with it because she posts 2 links. One of them I know is from Crochet Cabana, I think, tutorials on how to do it. And so I know she didn't come up with the method, but she also demonstrates how to do it. And so I really want to do that. It's a very interesting type method. And now it's to crochet the traditional, I think, the traditional granny square design shape. And so the 365 days of granny squares that I've been doing, it's different variations of sort of a granny square, you know. But so I don't think that it would work with that. I think I'll have to stay with the flat braid join for that project. But if you're going to do just this traditional granny, I think this one would be really very interesting, a really cool way to put it together without having to do all the whip stitching that it's normally having to do if you're doing it by hand. So anyway, that's a technique I want to learn how to do. Excuse me. Allergies are terrible. You know, the weather here has been so much colder than we ever usually have. Normally our winters here in Texas, normally our winters are very mild. We might have cold weather at the end of January just for a few days, but it's like below freezing outside, and so it's been really cold, and it's going to be for the next few days. So my allergies have really been attacking me for it, I guess. But anyway, sorry. I went on a tangent. Okay, so number 4 in my questions are, will you be participating, or would you like to participate in a CAL, C-A-L, which is crochet along, in 2018? Okay, so that one, I would say the answer to that one is sort of, I guess. Well, let me explain. I have 2 things under this question. Now, the first one is the Christmas blanket I was telling you about just a while ago. Well, there is a Christmas, I don't think it was a cowl, it was just a pattern for a Christmas character blanket, okay, from Repeat Crafter Me is the website, and I'll show you a picture of it in just a minute. Anyway, there's 9 squares, and there's 2 panels, top and bottom, that you put together to make this blanket. And it is done with the corner to corner method. Well, you can do it corner to corner, either that or you could do the tapestry crochet type, but I'm going to do the corner to corner method using a graph. It's a graph GAN, and I found the picture, and the pattern, and I just thought it was super cute. And Ella of No Catchy Name Crochet, hi Ella, she had a snowflake blanket on her couch that you could see doing her Vlogmas videos, and that just reminded me that I really would like to have a Christmas blanket that I just bring out during that time and put up the rest of the time. That would be part of our holiday decor. So anyway, and I haven't done a graph GAN corner to corner since I did my the frozen blanket I did, and I believe I showed a picture of that in one of my very earlier episodes. Okay, so here's the picture. Isn't that cute? There's a Santa square and a Christmas tree, a snowman, an elf, and you can see all the other ones. There's Rudolph and Christmas stocking and anything. I mean, anything Christmas, not anything, but you know, a lot of Christmas things. She also has a link where you can go and there's some optional squares. There's like an angel, I think, and a gingerbread house, and a candy cane. You know, she has a few extra ones if you want to change any of these out and make those. But I think I'm going to do it as is because I think it's just super cute. And like I said, there's 11 different panels or squares in this blanket. And then, so I was thinking, well, if I start now and I do one about roughly, you know, not being real strict with it, but roughly one per month. Actually, I may want to get a little bit ahead of that, because that way at the end, well, I would like to finish it by like October, well, November maybe, or during November being the time where I'll be putting it together and put the final touches, which she has a tutorial for a border that you can use red and white alternating, and it looks like a candy cane type border. I think that would be so cute on this blanket. So, the reason I said it's sort of a crochet along is because it's nothing that anybody is really organizing that I'm following, and this is not my pattern, but I was just thinking that possibly there may be some of you out there that would like to come along with me on the journey of doing this blanket. She has some links in the very first square that she released, because this was done a couple of years ago, I think. So all of it's released and the patterns are available. But the first one she did was the Santa square graph. And in that article, I believe that's the one, she has links to other videos and tutorials to show you how to do these squares if you don't know how to do the corner-to-corner method. So I have done corner-to-corner. Well, this would be like my fifth project, corner to corner that I've done. One of them was a small one. I kind of forget to count that one because I haven't finished it yet, really. I mean, I've done the corner to the graph part, but I would need to weave in the ends and all kinds of stuff, and I've just put it away, and I need to get it out and finish it. But anyway, any of you that want to come along with me and do this along with me, then I guess we could call it a crochet along. Maybe at the end, anybody that wants to participate with me, maybe at the end we'll have like, I may have like a mini drawing or something probably like for maybe a Ravelry pattern, a paid for pattern of your choice that I will gift to you. We could do that possibly. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it and see what everybody thinks about that. So anyway, so that's why I said it was kind of sort of a crochet along, and we'll see what it turns into if anybody's interested in joining me to do it. Okay, so that was the one crochet along. The other one that's not really sort of, I mean, it was a crochet along, another one several years ago. I'm really late jumping on the bandwagon, I guess you'd say, for all these projects. I always do them later after the thing is over, seems like. But it's the around the bases blanket, which is kind of like a sampler scrap blanket that you start with your own square. And my last episode, there was a flower square that I was working on, and I'll show you progress on that later this week when I do my actual episode video, and show you what I've done on that and my plans to turn that into that around the bases blanket, I believe. So anyway, so that's my answer to the number 4. I know I'm taking a long time answering all these questions. Number 5 is, do you have any yarn goals for 2018? Yes, I do. And let me finish up these few other questions, and then we'll go into my yarn goals and I'll list them all together. Okay, so number 6 is, which crochet projects would you like to see more of in 2018? Other people doing it? Well, I was thinking, and I just love all projects and all patterns, and so it was very hard for me to pin down something in particular, so I kind of put a twist. I hope that's okay, Lee. Put a twist on that question and just say that I've really been getting into using the mandala, Lion Brand mandala gradient yarns in the cakes that you can buy. I believe Walmart I know Walmart carries them. I don't know who else, but anyway, that yarn. I made 2 shawls just recently. Same pattern, but 2 different colorways. It turned out really awesome. Well, anyway, I would like to see more patterns for using these type of yarns, the gradient yarns, the ombre yarns, like the Red Heart, where they have the transitioning to other colors or other shades of the color. And so that's what I would answer this question, that I would like to see more patterns where people come up with ideas in using these types of yarns. Okay, So number 7 is give a shout out to a fellow crocheter who you are excited to watch in 2018. I have so many. Okay, I had a hard time narrowing it down to one, but I'm going to say Elizabeth from Earl Grey Crochet. I'm not sure if she's subscribed to me, but I am subscribed to her, and I will message her and let her know that I'm giving her a shout out. But anyway, she is from Australia, and she has been making videos about the same time span, I guess, as I have, and I really enjoy her videos. She's the one that I saw the Join As You Go Granny method that I talked about just a little bit ago, and I would really love to see more videos from her. She makes really cute projects, and she's got such a great personality. I really enjoy her videos. So check her out. I'll put a link down below to her channel. Okay, number 8, are there any projects that you made in 2017 that you would like to make again in 2018? Well, like I said, I have some that I really like. The shawl pattern that I already made twice, it's the Erigenia shawl. It works up really great, and it just really shows off the mandala yarns that I was telling you about. I might make another one of those, could be. I enjoyed using that pattern. There's other projects that I don't know. There's some that really, like that one really sticks out in my mind. The Annie's Lace Crochet blanket, yes. The blue one that I showed you when I did it and had the lace pattern, I showed you in several episodes my progress on it. That one is a really great pattern to do. I could do that over and over, and so I may make another one of those. I know there's somebody getting married this upcoming year that I know that I might make one for her and her new husband. Well, will be her husband. As a wedding gift, I might be doing that one again. It's just a classic. I feel that it's just a classic pattern. I really enjoy making it, and I could just make it over and over again. Okay, so that's number 8. And my last question, I'm at the end, is to tag someone that you feel would also go through and answer these questions. And so really, I just tag everybody, anybody that wants to do answer these questions. I think it would be really fun to see what everybody else's goals will be for the upcoming year. But I will want to pinpoint 2 people that I want to tag. One is Ella from No Catchy Name Crochet. Yes. I would like to see her answer these questions, see a video from her. And also, I tagged Karen of Casualistic, Karen Hales, and I would enjoy hearing her answers to these questions as well. So I tagged those 2 people and anybody else who would like to do that, to do these questions. Okay, so to sum up this video, here are my yarn goals for 2018. I have 8 of them. Okay, so number 1 is to make the Christmas blanket, the one I showed you, the Christmas character blanket from Repeat Crafter Me. Okay, number 2 is I would like to tally the items that I make over this next year under categories, so then I can see at the end of the year how many of each category of each item that I make. I thought about, I know some people have set goals for themselves where they will say, I want to use up so many skeins of yarn, or I want to keep track of how many ounces or grams of yarn that I do use up, over the upcoming year. And I thought, well, that'd be fun to do, but then I thought, I've never set goals like this, kind of written out goals for myself before, for really crafty things or anything. And so I'm thinking, that's kind of, I thought that might be kind of tough, because I have, bits and bobs of small amounts, and then I use larger skeins, and, I have all these different things. And so instead of trying to keeping track of the measurement of how much yarn I use, or the weight or whatever, I'm just going to keep track of the items, like how many blankets I made, how many baby blankets did I make, how many hats, how many wreaths, you know, like that. You get the idea. So I think I'm going to do that. If you see right behind me, right there, yeah, underneath the crayon picture there. Oh, and my son, my older son, he did that as an art project. So that's what that's from. Okay, but right under there, there's a dry erase board. I have a couple of pictures, paper stuck on there. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I think, is keep track on that dry erase board. I'll take those papers down. I'll actually have something written on there. And keep track of what items, how many items that I make of different things throughout the year. Okay, number 3 is I want to make at least six items. Now this is, I think this may be the only one that actually has a certain number that I'm trying to get myself to follow or aim for and possibly, hopefully, surpass. I want to make at least 6 items from patterns that I already own or that I already have. Now, 6 may not sound like a lot, but I was going through my patterns, and most of my pattern books that I have are for larger projects. They're for like blankets, and I have lots of baby blanket patterns and throws and that sort of thing. And so I thought, well, I better just say 6 since they're bigger items. And I do have patterns for other things, but it seems, I don't know, it just seems like the majority of the things that I have that, as far as books go, are for squares or blankets, whole blankets. So anyway, I'm going to say 6, but I'm hoping, I think I will probably do more than that, but anyway, at least I'll say 6 and I'll be able to meet the goal. Okay, and number 4 is I want to learn the new technique of the join as you go granny square joining that I spoke about in just a few minutes ago. So that was number 4 of my goal, that I want to learn that. Okay, number 5 is, oh, I didn't show it. Huh, I forgot to pull it out. Well, I have a mitered square. This is a knitted blanket. It's a mitered square patchwork blanket that it's using leftover yarn, and it's a pattern that I got, it's a tutorial that I watched to make a mitered square from Cheryl Brunette is the name of the lady making the tutorial, and she even has one where it shows you how you can plan out the shape of your blanket. And I started that blanket, I don't know, I can't remember how long ago it's been, but I have it put up, and I meant to pull it out before I did this video, and I forgot. I forgot to get it when I was getting everything together. So I will show you once I start working on it. It'll be one of my whips that I will incorporate into my episodes. But anyway, I want to finish that mitered squared blanket, and that is a knitting project. It's the only one I have is in my goals. Okay, number 5 is I would like to, and this is really challenging myself, I think, I would like to actually finish the 365 Days of Granny Squares project that I've been doing. I think I calculated that I think at the end I will have enough blankets. I'm on blanket number 2 right now using those squares, and I should have enough for 7. I think I'm going to end up being 7 blankets, I think. That I will be donating to Project Linus. Okay, so I would like to finish that project and go on. I have some other books that are squares, and I may work through those and do each one and bring you along on the journey as I do them. But I want to finish this one first. Okay, and then number 7 is, okay, when I was preparing for Christmas a few weeks ago, up to Christmas, I was so busy trying to get all the things that I wanted to make to give as gifts, and it was just very pretty stressful, I guess you'd say, trying to get all these done because I didn't start them early enough. And so this is number 7 goal, is that I want to be finished with my Christmas 2018 gift making items by Thanksgiving. If I work through the year, I want to be finished with them by Thanksgiving. So between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it will just be a restful time sort of. I don't know. But it just sounds nice thinking that all that would be finished, and I wouldn't be rushing around thinking, oh, I gotta finish it. They'll be done. So that is a big goal for me. And so we will see how I do on that. Okay, so my last goal is I would like to make quarterly goal checkup videos, I guess you'd say. So quarterly, I want to do another video like this where I will have these goals, and then I will say, now, how did I do on them? Or how am I doing on them? And if you want to set goals and do that and follow along with me, or make videos for yourself and have goals, and then we can check up with each other quarterly on how we are meeting these goals and how we're doing on them. Just to kind of bring them back into our minds and refresh our memory about these goals that we said on January 1st, we said what we wanted to do throughout this year. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of my goals. I know this is a long video, but had all these tag questions to go through. Now, I will put them in the description box. I will put the questions. I will link the video that Lee made when she answered these questions, and I will put also links to the different patterns that I talked about in this this video. Yeah, in this video. So I hope everybody has a wonderful upcoming year with lots of prosperity and good health. Yes, please, good health for us and you and your families, and have lots of great crafty experiences, I guess. But I just hope that there's a lot of happiness and success for this next year, in whatever you choose to have a goal to accomplish. So we'll see you on Thursday. I'm hoping you will come back. Thank you for my subscribers that have held on and watched me through. I think I've been making, it's about 6 months now that I've been making videos, and I just really enjoy doing it. I thank you for watching my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and you can follow along. I'd make weekly videos to show you my progress on the different projects that I'm working on. Okay, so hope everybody stays warm if it's cold where you are. And have a great week, or well, a great few days. I will be back on Thursday, either Thursday evening, or you may not see the video until Friday, but I do try to release it. It should be released and up to be watched by Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening probably. Okay, so thanks. We'll talk to you later. Bye.